Hey everyone, what's up? It's Ventus, and I'm here again with another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes, another commentary on the quest that was available for a while, and I just waited until the last minute to do it. So I already uploaded the one on Lance Mastery, the one where you have to fight Hector with a bunch of Lance users. This is the Axe one where you have to fight Lyn with a bunch of Axe users. So when the quest actually came out, I actually was really scared because I didn't have Narcian, I didn't have Cherche, and I think Anna was tier 2 at the time, and then I upgraded her to tier 4 afterwards. I had Gunter, but that was it. So I was really scared. Yeah, I thought this was going to be the most difficult quest to do, but this was actually, I think, the easiest one. Now, when I did this quest, I guess I'll just walk you through it because it's not that difficult of a quest. I'm pretty sure most people have done this one. I think the Lance one was by far the hardest. This one was quite trivial. And I guess I'll just run you through how I did it. Now, the first thing I did was, well, I guess I'll tell you the levels. Narcian should be level 38, Gunter is level 31, Cherche is 38 or 39, I can't remember, and Anna's 37. So I'm going to run you through this, some skills that are going to be changed, specifically this one. Because I won't have any cavalry units in my team, I'm just going to switch to Hone Attack. So Gunter is going to be the attack buffer. And since he's lower level than most of the characters on the map, he's actually going to be dead weight. But he's a pretty good tank. He's got pretty good defenses. Let's just go through this. All right, okay. So it's this one. 7-4, the Guardian, the one with Lyn, and there's a Tome user in here too. Let's just skip ahead. So it's Lyn, Florina, Hawkeye, and a Tome user. Hey, it's Florina, the carry of the Hector mission. So basically, the strategy that I had in mind was to lure this guy in to start the aggro chain. So once it's birthright AI basically. Once somebody's in range, they're gonna start swarming you like idiots. Now, if you look at Lynn's stats, they're ridiculously high, especially her speed and her attack. So against characters that lose against her in Weapon Triangle, it's really tough to actually deal with her. Now, if this were an actual Fire Emblem game, none of these characters would ever hit her. So, okay, I guess I'm lucky that it's not an actual Fire Emblem game. But the biggest mistake I made, and I guess I'll show you in a second if I ever. Okay, right here. Ah, damn it. Where is it? Sorry, not Rexcalibur, not you. I'm trying to figure out basically. Oh, here, Emerald Axe. So if you're gonna do a mission like this, I know it's already over. Sorry, this is really late. Um, but if they ever have these kinds of missions where you have to use one weapon triangle type only against lunatic enemies, it would probably be a good idea to remove the Emerald Axe because this thing gives you minus 40% against Lyn, and she's the major threat. Florina's a pushover. Hawkeye, I mean, even I think Hawkeye's pretty easy to deal with. The Tome user probably dies in like one or two hits. It's Lyn that's the problem, and you don't want to have even less damage against her. So Narcian was pretty much dead weight the entire way through this playthrough. Good thing is he has Savage Blow, so I'm gonna try and position myself in a way where I give as many buffs as I can to people. So she has a resistance buff if combat is entered while she's next to the unit. At the beginning of the turn, what is it? What's his name? Gunter. Gunter gives attack. Cherche gives defense. So I want to try and spread these buffs out as soon as combat starts. I'm gonna skip ahead. I know I took a couple turns here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use. I was gonna use Narcian to tank, but then I realized that Narcian gets doubled by this guy. So if your Narcian has more speed than mine, then you probably could put him here and give him Anazora if you use this team. But there's a lot of axe users out there. You can use like Camilla, Minerva. I don't have any tier fives. This is what all tier fours. So again, it's just it's another video with like free to play characters essentially. So Anna only takes 13 damage. Anna has pretty good magic resist. And now the problem starts. I can't kill this guy with Narcian because he doesn't double. He's too slow. I think Cherche can probably kill this guy. So now I need to kite back because if I don't kite back, Lyn is just gonna walk up and kill me in one hit. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. It's just traditional Fire Emblem heroes kiting back. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all these units funnel in here, and I'm going to try and take out the side ones first while tanking Lin. So this is going to be a choke point where they can't enter any further. This is Lin's, the furthest Lin can go, right? So now I'll be able to take out Florina pretty easily. Florina just dies. Um, Hawkeye, I can't kill him yet, but I'm pretty sure he can die pretty easily as well. So Florina's dead, Narcian kills her, and what happens afterwards is Savage Blow goes off. Savage Blow deals damage to everyone nearby. I believe it's 5 damage. Let's take a look. It's Savage Blow 2, not 3, so it's 5 damage. That's 5 damage, right? Yeah, it's 5 damage. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plug up this choke point, but I'm not going to attack Lin. Because if I attack Lin, she's going to double attack me like that, and it's gonna wreck me, right? So I don't want that to happen. And Narcian is next to Anna, so he doesn't actually take as much damage as he would if he weren't next to Anna. So let's take a look at that again. 10, 10. Instead of taking, I believe it's 8 more damage. So now that the choke point is set up, it's a lot easier to deal with this map. I'm going to walk up, I'm going to kill this guy, I'm going to walk up and kill this guy, and, well, the issue is Lin is still there, right? And Lin can't be killed by most units. Well, anyway. It's a good thing that she has low defense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Narcian first and attack the green mage so that Savage Blow goes off again. So that's another 5 damage, and that puts Lin at a dangerously low HP amount, so I can actually kill her. Now I don't know if I could have done something better. Like I don't know if I could have used Cherche to attack Lin, because Cherche does a lot of damage. She has like 40 something attack, 48 attack. She has like 25 defense. This gets reduced to 40, so she takes like 15 damage, 15, 16 damage. So she would have been at like no HP. But now what's gonna happen is, um, I get hit. I think Narcian dies, right? If I recall correctly, no. Cherche dies. Yeah, Cherche dies. 13 damage. And Narcian deals 0 damage, so there's nothing can be done about that. But the map is basically over now. Lin is low HP, and these two actually deal damage to Lin. So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, it's not as exciting as the Lance one. The Lance one actually took strategy. This one was just basic choke point manipulation, which is what you do in a lot of Fire Emblems anyway. It had nothing to do with like certain character abilities or whatever. Um, but yeah, a little bit underwhelming. Like I said, it's pretty easy, this map. I think the biggest mistakes I made were Narcian putting on the Emerald weapon, because if he had a steel axe, he would have had the same attack, except he wouldn't have suffered an additional minus 20% against Lin, and he probably would have done damage to her. So yeah, that's basically it. That is the Axe Mastery Challenge, 7-4 Lunatic. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry because it's late. Sorry it's not that exciting also, but there it is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.